myself, maybe I'm dying to know why. Maybe I'm out of time, maybe I'm over my head, maybe I'm dying to know why.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So, we have something kind of interesting going on. Basically, with the newest developments of the Bitcoin Cash, BCC, which is kind of funny because they have the same symbol as BitConnect, but whatever. So basically, this is just a pure power grab. That's all this is. There's no reason to hate on the improvement coming up to Bitcoin. And people are talking about like this is a chain split. This isn't a chain split. This is anybody can do this at any time. Anybody can do a Bitcoin Cash. Anybody can copy the blockchain and fork off and make a altcoin. Anyone can do that. Anyone can just. So I mean, it's like they're taking advantage of all the bullshit, like all the media hype around August about the chain split, yada yada, and they're just breaking off and making an altcoin basically. And that's how that's how most of the markets are treating it, looking at it like it's an altcoin. And it's just stupid because all it's going to do is make them a little bit more money. That's it. That's all it's going to do. It's going to make them some money because they're the ones that are busting out this altcoin and they're the ones that are going to have it set up. So basically what they're doing is going to just fuck over some stupid people that cash in and want to buy BCC. That's basically all that's going to happen. And it's going to last a little, the confusion, they're going to get some money out of it, and then it's going to be dead because no one's going to fucking use that. Why would anyone use BCC over the normal Bitcoin with SegWit? I mean, BCC is so, it might as well be centralized because that's basically what it is. Why would anyone fucking go to that one? It doesn't make any sense. Bitcoin, the core group, have over 100 of the world's best developers on this. I mean, that's about as decentralized as you can get while still having progress. It's not just one group of people who you can't chat to. These are programmers from all sides that have come together. And there's a lot of people outside of it. So, I mean, that's basically all that it is. Anytime there's going to be confusion, you know, they're like, didn't get their way at all. They knew there was no way anyone was going to vote for their shit at all. They got blown out of the water, and now they're going to just take advantage and make basically a stupid-ass altcoin. And, yeah, it's fucking... I'm not quite... I mean, like I said, I've overestimated humans. So if any time I'm going to miss the boat sometimes, it'll probably be in situations like this, but now I've wisened up, so you know I might actually overestimate. It's just the fact that I think that there might be a giant price drop after August once all this happens, because then you're going to have 2 Bitcoins. People aren't going to, maybe you might even have more. Like, you know, anyone can jump in. The one problem that this created, you know, I kind of wish I was somehow had a more powerful role in Bitcoin, because I'd been barking, tearing heads off. Y'all know how I fucking get. I wouldn't have let this fucking shit I wouldn't let this shit happen. I would have checked every motherfucker that needed to be checked. But it just sucks because now they've left, the group has left Bitcoin open for this, right? With all the uncertainty and all the bullshit leading up, now it's left itself open to where someone can make an altcoin, a branch, a fork off of Bitcoin, during this, and make it, you know, try to convince the public that it's a chain split, like, you know, that was the plan to split into 2 Bitcoins. No, this is some rogue party forcing their hand. That's all that's happening. Anyone can do this, and they have a little support. You know, it's enough support to cause some damage. That's all. I mean, it's stupid because everyone knows they're not going to win. It's not like everyone's just going to drop Bitcoin and go to Bitcoin Cash. It's just not going to happen. That would be, then I would have no hope for society. Then I would literally have no hope for society. Because you're just giving it to a group of shitheads, basically. I'm just very angry because they're fucking with progress. It's not just them. It's not just the developers. All these people came in. Yeah, it's the community, man. It's us that are using it and buying it. If there's no one buying it, it doesn't matter how good at programming you are. You're gonna have your fucking thumb up your ass if there's no one using it. It's the community that makes it. And I hate when there's some rogue group that try to fuck with the greater good of what everyone who's been associated with Bitcoin has been working towards and striving towards. I don't know how many countless people I've gotten into Bitcoin just myself, and how many people they've gotten into Bitcoin. And it's just, everyone that's been doing that. It's just the definition. You're gonna have some shitty ass people. I say we just crush them like the fucking bugs that they are, and move on. We're gonna have a better Bitcoin. We got exactly what we wanted. Everyone's confused now. You can see we have the very odd thing happening right now. Very odd, right? And it's so obvious because the market cap is low as shit. High from where we were, low from where we were. But you're talking just under 90 billion, basically 90 billion right now. Bitcoin's at 27, about 28, hovering back and forth. But look at everything else. Ethereum under 200. Look at everything else. You would think with a 90 billion market cap, we would have at least 1.1, 1.2 Sia coin. Sia coin's an eighth of a cent right now. that's power. Anytime you want to look at the lifeblood of the altcoins, the coins I immediately look at first are basic attention token, Sia coin, and Golem. Those are the coins I normally look at when I want to know where the altcoins are, because they always follow suit. So this is going to be a really good time to pick up some altcoins, in my opinion, leading up. What is it, the 28th? So there's still a little bit more time. But guess what? You saw we woke up one time and the market was down 7 billion overnight, and that can happen very easily again. So right now is the perfect time to be spearfishing, maybe even setting some lures. The only reason I'm not setting lures is because I know how janky this shit is. This shit can shift really fast, really quick. The landscape can. And when I'm not comfortable in the landscape, meaning it can shift at any time. Yeah, see, base token, 10 cents. It's, that's the thing. If there's a crash, the altcoins are going to go to all new lows. All new lows. Every one of them. Last time we had a decent crash, Bitcoin or Sia coin was at 1/9 of a cent. When it fell to its lowest, it was well over a penny. When it hit its rock bottom at about 1/6 of a cent. Then it bounced back up to 9. Then it went down to 1/6. And then that's when we had the recovery with the good news. But now we're in a really... check that out later. It's a new one. That's the thing. People keep asking me, like, what coins do I buy? I have a lot of coins. Everyone should know. If you don't know what coins are, like, go watch my videos. Somebody asked me, like, what's your short-term play? I was like, I don't have short-term investments. I don't know what you mean. I don't invest in short-term. I don't do that. I make moves, but I don't consider those short-term moves. I'm not saying I bought it at this time and then a week and 10 days, a week and 3 days later I sold it. Like, I'm not doing all that. I'm just making moves. Like, if I think the market has a ceiling. And like, for instance, when SafeX boomed up to over 300, I sold it. And then I bought it back down in the 200s because I knew that like right now, nothing's popping. Nothing is popping right now. It's impossible for something to pop forever right now. It just is. It doesn't matter. It's the market. That's what I'm trying to say. With Bitcoin being the ceiling, it doesn't matter how badass you are. There's a ceiling right now. So I'm taking profits where I can. And, there's very special cases where I don't, and that's basically no limit coin. And the reason I'm not, and I'm sure there's a bunch of other coins like that, right? Like no limit coin. If they were to pop off, I wouldn't want to sell, because though no limit coin is just a tremendously undervalued coin. It's 100% undervalued. So when there's coins like that, I don't take a profit. But if we're talking about like see a coin, basic attention token, yeah, those are undervalued. But everyone knows what that is. Everyone knows what basic attention token is. Everyone knows what see a coin is. They've been around for a while, so there's no reason they're just gonna pop out of the water right now for no reason. However, not a lot of people know about No Limit Coin, and it's starting to spread. And once it hits different, it's kind of like Bitcoin, really, in a way. Like when Bitcoin hit Korea, it blew, and then when it started to get in Japan and China real big, it started to blow. That's what happened to No Limit Coin. Once it gets into China and starts spreading, you know, that's what got us into the 1500 floor, and they're the ones that shot us over 7 cents. You know, once they start getting into it, because they really like gambling. Fantasy sports isn't gambling, but you know, they like to bet money. So and they love soccer. So there's a few things, but right now I'm not taking profit on anything. You know, that would be like the old me if I was really needing to stack up some money. But right now I'm just in the luxury where I can just relax and study, and I don't need to, because nothing's 100%. It's not going to be 100% money. So like, yeah, there's always a chance of you know, catching yourself badly. Like I said, you're selling your altcoin for Bitcoin. So worst case scenario, you have something like Bitcoin, which is still a great investment. But as we know, altcoins can 10, 20, 30x. So right now I'm just, you know, I'm spearfishing. If I see, you know, if I see some Verterizium, if I see some PPT, I'm obviously attacking ICOs with the MyBit ICO. Got such a player deal with that. And yeah, I'm all about getting the best deal. I don't care if I have to wait a month. Like the thing, I'm not looking to sell, so it's just a different mindset. Like there's people out there who are trying to make short-term plays, investing in ICOs. You know, maybe that's not the thing for you. Maybe you shouldn't do that. Yeah, you can get the super bonus if you're investing in with me and getting the bonuses through me. Then yeah, you're going to be able to sell immediately after the ICO ends for a profit. But that's just crackhead shit. Like, what are you doing? Like, why would you do that? It doesn't make it. People who do that are just setting themselves up for future depression, because eventually they're going to do that, and then they're going to do it to the wrong coin, a coin that goes up 1000x, and then they're going to be suicidal because they sold it for pennies. Like, I just don't get the mindset. It's like for pennies you're selling for now, just to set yourself up for emotional trauma later, because the emotional trauma later is not worth it. When you sell your No Limit coin for 15 and it turns out to be $1 a year from now, that trauma you're going to experience when you sold millions of coins for pennies, you're going to be like, holy shit, you know, this was not worth it. And that's just, you know, it's going to happen. People are being really, really skittish right now. You know, I'm sitting back getting like 100% bonuses on ICOs with my bulk orders, just chilling. Easy wins, easy game when you get those kind of bonuses on the ICOs that you like. You know, just easy game. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep winning and looking for some deals, but right now it's all about Bitcoin. It's all about Bitcoin. All right, I'm gonna kill it here. Cheers. Peace.